What up, everybody?
Bow, 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 bow. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, birds, cats, mammals, pigs, small rodents, welcome to episode 15 of the Cover Story Podcast. That's the CSP. Oh my God.
CSP.
Oh my God. Yeah, welcome. Episode 15. Thank you guys for joining in. Hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, destroy the all the other buttons. There's a lot of buttons you can press. Subscribe for notifications. What's going on, T-Bone?
I'm living the dream, baby. Living the dream. Yeah, I'm keeping this Avenged going a little bit.
I'm into it. I'm
And
feeling this.
we'll get to them in a little bit.
Oh, is there some news involving Avenged Sevenfold?
I think there is. You kind of brought we kind of brought some stuff to each other's attention. So we will we'll
get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into that. So, what'd you do over the weekend? You had a weekend off from the music.
Oh yeah, so I've been locked up in my studio recording some music. I did send you a song idea today. That's pretty.
You did. I haven't listened
funny.
to it
Yeah,
yet.
it's. I think you'll get a kick out of it. But yeah, that's going well. A lot of bass tracking going on over here this weekend. That was my weekend. Yeah, locked in the cave. How about you? You had a pretty busy weekend.
I had a very busy weekend. First, found out like Thursday, I think, that Jack got traded, or Friday, Thursday, I think. So he's going. He's actually in Peoria right now, and I figured I would rep the. I gotta make sure I go to the right side. Cruisins.
Yay!
Cruisins on Farmington.
Bro, how crazy was that to get the news that your son been traded?
I think it's cool as fuck.
It
Because,
is.
like, he's at the level where he can be traded. And there were a bunch of teams that wanted him, and he was given an option. So I think it's cool as fuck. His mom was, like, mildly freaking out. She's like, and to her credit, that cabin that I was broadcasting in last weekend from, like, she spent hours there, like, getting it ready for him, made sure there was internet there, cleaning it, and it's like a 3.5 hour drive, and she went up there a million times.
Oh,
so
damn. Okay, yeah, I get that.
But he already seems like he's in much better spirits. Like, he's living with a player from the team. When he showed up to his room, they had, like, all this gag stuff, like, just goofing him, hanging up all over the place. Like, they seem like good kids. The house he's staying at has a dog and 3 cats. So he's, like, it's completely different from when he was living up in Wisconsin. Like, he was by himself in the woods in a cabin. Now he's, like, in a metropolitan area.
Cool.
With roommates and animals, and he's excited.
Yeah, it's cool that they didn't have a game this weekend. He could hit the ice with the boys. And
Totally. And, like, he knows when Wisconsin, his prior team, he's like, I can't wait to play them again. He's just like, he's so amped up. They're in the same division. Like, he could have gone out of the division. He could have gone to New York. He could have gone to Texas. There were some other teams around the country that wanted him. But and for me personally, 2.5 hours is a lot better than almost 4 hours.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And maybe he can tell some people to fucking go see us at Cruisins when Shady's there. I think we're there in, like, December.
Yeah, we are. I think so. Yeah, pretty sure. That's cool.
Yeah. So, so that was Friday, and then Saturday I married 2 of my friends at Bourbon Street, and it was great. The office quotes went over great.
Yeah.
Thank God. It was awesome. And then American Pie was playing up front, so, like,
oh, cool.
I got to catch them a little bit before I left. And then Sunday I did fucking nothing. I watched the Bears.
Ooh,
and then
rough.
It was rough, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I still have faith.
I mean, he threw for 350 yards or something.
Right.
So I mean,
right. And the
that's not
whatever.
Terrible.
Dude, some of those, when he was, like, escaping the pocket on some of those plays, like, give me a fucking break.
He's crazy. And you know what, man? That play on the goal line with the fucking O-line on their asses 1 second into the play, there's more to it than it's just, oh, Caleb's trash. It's not. That's not it.
No, it's the O-line and the play calls. Like, why would you even call that play call?
No, go around. No,
Yeah.
just run it straight down if you're going to do.
Right.
Whatever, man.
Right. But it's anyone blaming Caleb Williams, fuck you, you're wrong.
Yep.
That kid is looking fucking great. And
Yeah,
once he's looking this good without an O-line in front of him.
Right.
Imagine he gets like an extra second.
Mm-hmm. No, and he's a baby. He'll figure that out.
Yeah.
NFL timing and.
But all you motherfuckers that are talking shit, when they turn it around in like next year or maybe towards the end of this season, they make a run for it. You better shut your fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Justin Fields.
Yeah. Well, it's weird what happens when he has an offensive line in front of him.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's a little different.
And I like Justin Fields. I do.
Yeah.
I think Caleb Williams has a little bit more talent than Justin Fields. But this is a good example. Everyone gave Justin Fields shit last year. Ain't his fault, dude.
Yep.
Ain't his fucking fault. Yeah, there's that one like meme picture where you literally see the entire O-line like laying down.
It's insane. I don't think Russell Wilson's getting his job back from Justin Fields though.
No, he's not.
So I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy for Fields. I'm absolutely happy for him. Yeah.
Wait, is this a sports podcast? All of a sudden, look at us. Oh yeah.
We've referenced sports before.
Yeah, you come to us for your sports updates. We understand that, and we're here to help.
Listen, we can talk about pretty much anything.
We can and we will talk about pretty much anything.
We can have Shabs back on here if you want to talk basketball.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, let's do that.
That motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You know basketball too. I'm not as up on basketball. I'm more baseball.
Oh, I'm not so much baseball. So we got everybody covered. We've got sports covered.
We got sports covered.
Yeah. So Absolutely. You know what? You want your sports, you come to the CSP. You know where to go. We're here.
That's what the S stands for.
Oh, shit.
You like that?
I like that.
I'm going to give myself a round of applause for that.
That's right.
The cool sports podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
And the CSP could also be something that has to do with politics. We could do P for the politics instead of podcast, which we're not going to talk about.
Oh, no. We're not going to get too political.
No.
Well, we might have to if the P turns into politics.
We might.
Then we don't have a choice.
You never know. I mean, there is politics in music.
That's right. That's right.
Speaking of music, what do I have here? What do we have going on this weekend, Mike?
We've got a lot going on this weekend. We've got Shady, but I think you're playing Friday night. Are you playing before Shady? Shady plays Saturday night. Are you playing Friday?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you had a Friday gig.
I don't think so. Stand by.
Stand by on that.
Speaking of politics, I'm getting all these fucking robocalls from all the politicians and texts from all the politicians. God, what a way to lose votes. I do not have a show this Friday.
Oh, so it's all Shady all weekend.
All Shady.
Let's go. This is Bourbon Street, right?
Yep.
Hobart's later. Don't worry about Hobart. Bourbon Street this Saturday.
Yes.
10:30 p.m. I don't think I'm giving any secrets away here when I tell you it's going to be incredible.
It's going to be. We haven't played a show in a while.
It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. And I think it's going to be a good one.
I'm very excited. And we're on the front stage.
Yeah.
Because last time we were in the back because there was something else going on up front, but we are right smack at the front.
We might move the disco ball up front. We might have a catwalk. We might have flamethrowers. We don't know. We haven't decided these things yet. These things take planning, calculations. Okay.
We also need permits for some of these things, so we got to see if the permits go through. I almost spilled my water. That would have been bad.
Ooh, water hose.
A water hose?
We've got that coming out. We might have the mechanical bull.
Is that what you call the ladies that bring us our bottled water?
Oh my God. No, we don't call those the water hose. Please have more respect. That's
What
those.
about, is this water hose?
Oh, my pussy!
That was actually a water hose. Well, not a water hose. That's
Ryan.
water
Yeah.
blasting out of a faucet.
Shout out Ryan. Shout out Ryan.
Yep.
Come back on the pod, Ryan.
You know what that's going to become? You know, like in Chappelle's show where there's like the guy who does this randomly.
Oh,
episodes?
yeah.
I feel like Ryan's thing there is going to just always make an appearance.
Chappelle Show is high quality TV. High quality television.
Very high quality.
Yep.
And that motherfucker is a rock star. He got offered $50 million for one more season, and he said,
fuck you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do it.
Nah. Dude's amazing. You see that interview where he's like, Hollywood, maybe Hollywood's a little sick.
Yeah.
Like that. It's like,
yeah.
dude.
Absolutely.
He's a monster. I love him.
And we can get into that a little bit later as well.
Oh.
Hollywood is...
There's some monsters in Hollywood?
There's monsters.
Ooh.
These motherfuckers, dude. These motherfuckers. But
Did he do it?
Did he do it?
Did he do it?
You know what I'm seeing go viral?
What?
Is the line where... I can't remember what song it is. It's on the new Eminem record where he says...
The R-A-P-E-R?
Yes. I'm seeing I'm seeing it all over TikTok.
Yep. That's going massively viral right now. He didn't just spell rapper, but leave out a P. Diddy.
Diddy?
Yeah.
So good.
Good.
So good. So, Shady, this Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
28th,
Bourbon Street. 115 Bourbon Street.
Yes.
10:30 p.m. This set list is amazing.
Yes.
Just come to the show. You'll see. I can't give any secrets away.
Let's come to the let's come to the show.
I hope you do come to the show.
Yeah, I guess I need to be there. I guess you need to be there too.
I do need to be there. I'll be there most likely. I'll be there. I'm pretty sure I'll make it.
Don't mess with me.
I just bought a new bass guitar and I might be playing that all day and not come to the show, but we'll see.
For those, okay, so I was going to say for those who don't know, and I'm like, nobody knows this, but we always like geek out and look at gear, and you've been showing me pictures of like some of these sick, sexy basses for a while, and then on Saturday night you texted me, you're like, I did a thing.
Which could go in many directions.
Totally. I was like, fucking fill me in, and then you sent me a picture of the bass. And I'm like, you fucking bought it.
Bruh, it's insane in person. I gotta, we need to have a rehearsal or something so I can bring it out to the boys.
Oh.
Maybe I'll just bring it to Bourbon for fun, just to have it there.
Just bring it. I want to fucking see it. I want to play it. That's what we do. When we get new gear, it's like, we'll be setting up a show, and we don't even put it on. It's like, we hold it out for everybody else to
You guys got to see this, man.
You got to see this, bro. Here, take this.
Touch it, feel it, hold it. Yep.
Starting to sound like a fucking Diddy party now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We were going to talk about the other thing first, but I feel like P. Diddy keeps getting brought up.
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
1,000 bottles
of baby oil. 1,000 bottles of baby oil in the wall. 1,000 bottles of baby oil on the wall.
Now listen, I don't know if this is fake, like a fake thing that I saw online, but somebody posted that like P. Diddy's kid put out like a diss track against like the FBI and like
oh my
all this
god,
shit.
No way.
Yeah,
I did not see that. That would.
I saw something, and it could totally be wrong, but these days I wouldn't.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised, but it's crazy. All these old interviews are surfacing, like the Cat Williams shit. Everyone thought he was fucking crazy.
Yeah, and there's like crazy shit going viral of like Diddy like touching Bieber in weird ways back in the day. It's like it's all weird. And
Usher came out talking about it like he was 13. And like,
dude, Usher deleted all of his Twitter shit, his whole Twitter feed. He deleted every tweet all of his history, and it's like made people go like, do you have some connection to this? It's like everybody is so, what's going on over here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's warranted. It's a crazy time.
And the insane thing is that Diddy was using this to like blackmail like artists and shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't like whatever. Crazy fucking weird shit happens all the time. But this motherfucker was doing it to like blackmail people and shit. Like, that ain't cool. And then now any accusation against him, I just almost automatically believe. Like,
Same.
Dude.
Same. It's some weird shit.
It almost it feels fake. Yeah, what are they called? Freakouts?
Freak offs. 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
And then there was something where, like, I think he was on like Letterman or something years ago, and he talks about his parties, and he talks about
dude.
No AC because you want to sweat and all this shit. And I'm like,
and lock the doors.
50 Cent, when he's talking about how Diddy like asked to take him shopping one day, and he's
I love 50, man.
Dude.
50 is the man.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't play like stupid shit, and it's like,
No.
there's this video of him going around where somebody was trying to pass him some weed during an interview. He's like, I'm at work right now. Why are you trying to get me off my game?
Oh, that's awesome.
I know, he's the man. He's just like, he's 50. I love 50.
Yeah. But this fucking Diddy shit, and of course everyone's waiting to see who else is going to be unveiled in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what other names are going to come out and all this shit.
But people are saying it's like the Epstein list where we're never going to see it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, what are we waiting for at this point? Nothing's going to show up. And he's on suicide watch. You hear that?
I was just going to say that. So if he ends up fucking dead, which I don't wish on anybody.
Right.
But if he was trafficking kids and shit, then fuck him, he can die. But like,
which he is accused of, which is one of the things. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the indictment. So,
and
we were actually at the boy band show on Friday. We were like, before we played, we were kind of talking about this, and it's like, why do people on that are that successful do shit like this? Like Kevin Spacey. I used to love Kevin Spacey, and then he turned into a fucking creep. Like, and it's got to be a psychological thing where they have everything already, so they almost want to push it and see what else they can get away with.
It's so weird. And it's like, didn't he like flee to like the islands or something like that right after like he got raided? And it's like, once he got raided, it's like, they're not raiding anybody's house without everything. They pretty much had the case at that point.
Yeah.
They're just, and that's where they got the $1,000 bottles of baby oil, right? That raid. That's what that was.
Yes. Yeah. It just became public knowledge.
Yeah. So it's like they knew what they were going to find. They knew they had way more information on you than just from that raid.
Yeah.
But man,
I'm telling you, I've seen some amazing memes and TikToks like making fun of that. Like people like slipping all over floors and stuff. I've seen some amazing shit. But like, there was one interview that I heard. Diddy would throw these parties, like they're outdoors and inside. The inside was like the party, and like Howard Stern, like he's been a top name forever. He wanted to see what was going on inside, and they wouldn't let him inside.
Oh,
like he's like, I'm fucking Howard Stern, and they're like, you can't come inside.
That's wild.
And
that's what she said.
Michael.
Oh, real quick.
Oh,
this Australian Office.
Did you watch it? Is it out?
It's not out yet. I saw the trailer for it. It's garbage. And here's everyone's argument is this. This is our like ADHD fucking podcast here. going from talking about rappers that rape to The Office. So they're like, oh, it's just the Australian version. And I'm like, I get it. Like, there was the UK version, then came the US version. There's all these different versions. I'm like, but The Office is already massive. The US version is already massive in Australia. So they're literally putting out like a remake. Terrible idea. I think it's going to be fucking horrible. It's going to last one season.
I did watch that little preview thing or whatever it is. It didn't look great. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
But once it's over, I have a strong feeling I'm going to put the real Office on, and that'll be that.
And listen, something that I do like is none of the cast from The Office are involved in any of this weird shit that we hear about Hollywood.
Yep.
That's something that I love.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody might be like, I saw a thing that said shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shit ain't real. But
Dwight really did go around dressed as Recyclops, and he did that.
I mean, Robert California, I could see him at a Diddy party.
He started the Diddy parties. That's everything is sex. You understand that.
Everything is sex.
That show is the best.
Dude, and I love Robert California. I love
same. I am the fucking Lizard King.
Yeah. You don't even know my real name. I'm the fucking Lizard King. And then how he ends up leaving the show? He
Amazing.
leaves with
Brilliant.
David Wallace, like
genius.
I just can't. I just can't. It's so good. It's so fucking good.
The Australian version will be even better, buddy.
Listen, and I kind of was offended by it when I first saw it. I made a post on Facebook, and then I made a post like in my stories.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a lot of people that were like, this is going to be terrible. This is going to be terrible. And then I had a lot of people that were like, you really care this much about this? And I said, yes, I fucking do.
Yeah.
No shame. Like, you guys like Real Housewives and The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and like cocaine and partying. I love The Office.
Yeah.
I have an office like shrine in my living room.
I do understand the argument where some people will say, well, exactly what you're saying is how this is going to be trash is precisely what people were saying when the American version was coming out and people loved the UK version. They were like, oh, why would America remake this? Like, I kind of understand like that to an extent, but the UK version was never as huge as what the American version is. It's its own thing at this point.
That's the thing. If the UK version was huge or even moderately big in the US before they did the US one, I totally get it. But the US version of The Office is already huge in Australia. Like, that's tough, dude. Like, I think it might have had more chance if it was like a spin-off. Like,
which it probably should have been.
It should have been. Like, they should do something where like maybe like Michael's kids and Jim and Pam's kids end up like, and Dwight and Angela's kids, like, and something like that to where it's a spin-off. Like,
I would love anything that involves the main writers and creator.
That's the key.
If that would have been, that would be great. Let's do that for sure.
If Mose is writing it, if Kelly is writing it, if Ryan is writing it, like,
but a remake and it's not involved with who should be involved.
Yeah.
Not high hopes, but I'll try to give it a fair shot.
Yeah, we'll try.
We'll try. But I've got my biases, and I will not relent.
I'm going into it like I'm going into watching like a politician's speech that I just don't like.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Where like I'd be like, I'm already going into it with bias.
Right. So I'm skeptical.
I'm skeptical. But I can be turned. I can be like, oh well, there might be some zingers in there. Oh, right. Pam with a zinger. If there's some zingers,
I recognize that I'm skeptical, and I'm gonna try to get beyond that and see if you can pull me in one direction.
I'm going to sit on the couch with my Dundies and with my Michael Scott Somehow I Manage book. And I have a Serenity by Jan Candle that I'm going to have. I'm not going to light it, though. I still have it in the box.
Oh, yeah, don't light that yet.
So I'm going to put that down. I will probably wait if I ever get married and the person I marry is also a fan of The Office. That candle will burn during the ceremony.
Good call. That's a good call. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be good?
That's a good call.
That'd be good. So, okay. So we covered Diddy. Not literally.
Well,
much to his dismay.
That's right.
Or much to his, what you know what I was trying to say.
Yes.
Cover The Office. And we both saw some shit. We'll get it back to the music industry here.
And this involves a band we cover as part of Cover Story podcast.
Yes.
We got some news, some separate news somehow. Two big stories about one band.
One band. Okay, you go with what you said first.
Okay, I saw the singer for the band Journey. His name is Arnel Pineda, I believe, if I'm saying that correctly.
He's amazing. He
is incredible. Big fan of Arnel. He is outstanding. They found him on YouTube. You know that story, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
crazy.
That's awesome.
Crazy. So I guess he's had some rough shows where there's been a bit of an outcry, or at least people bitching at him online. And from what I read, he kind of had a breakdown and has been struggling with it. And he eventually posted, if you guys want me out, I will leave. If this post gets 1 million votes for me to quit the band, I'll walk away, and vote for me to stay or vote for me to go. And I was like, I've never seen that. That's crazy. The front man of this massive band.
Yeah.
Putting it out there like that. I was like, wow.
That's crazy. And you know what? Journey is not easy to fucking sing.
No, and he's amazing. And he's
been doing it for 20 fucking years. And
like,
he was kind of young when he joined the band. He's an older dude. So the fact that he can still hit those notes, and they had no backing track going, I think is very awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But he was, I'm reading this article, he was devastated. Devastated. But dude, fuck that shit. I wouldn't put a poll out. I'd be like, fuck you.
It's just crazy. You're the front man of literally one of the biggest American bands of all time, one of the biggest bands ever.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't know Don't Stop Believing? Everybody knows Don't Stop.
Right.
So it's like you're the lead singer of that band, and this shit still gets to you like that. And it's just wild. It's crazy.
And that was the part that you saw that I was unaware of. The part that I saw that you weren't unaware of was that Neil Schon, the only original member of Journey, the guitar player, he is going at Avenged Sevenfold like a motherfucker. He's blaming Avenged Sevenfold for a bunch of sound issues. Here's essentially what he's saying. And if I'm wrong, if anybody saw has more in on this, then comment by all means.
Neil Schon wants to come on the podcast and give his 2 cents. He's welcome on this podcast.
We'll listen to him.
We'll talk to him. Yeah, we'll give him a fair shot.
The same goes to Avenged and Arnel. Anybody that wants to come on.
Yeah. Open invite.
Open invite. So what he's trying to say is, and at big festivals, this is kind of what happens. Or if you go see a big band, especially if you go see bands at whatever First Midwest Bank or Tweet or whatever the fuck it's called now in Tinley, or Huntington Park Bank Pavilion, whatever the fuck these places, the big joints. Even a place like Soldier Field. The opening bands aren't allowed the full PA system. There's a reason that when you go see bands, when the headliner comes on, it's just holy shit, it sounds so much bigger. It's because they limit the PA for the opening bands.
Right, it's intentional. It's supposed
totally
to be that way.
Mm-hmm. So Neil Schon is saying that because of Avenged, the PA was limited, and that was factoring into the sound issues that they were having. That Arnel was used to hearing the voice out front at a certain volume, and it wasn't. Something like that. But he's going at Avenged. He's like, this has nothing to, Arnel did nothing wrong. This is Avenged Sevenfold's fault.
That's so wild, dude. And it's
Yeah.
like Neil Sean is obviously played massive shows before.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't realize that they've been doing that to the opening acts in their shows for
In their own
fucking
shows,
50 years.
right?
Yeah. It's like, dude, that's just how shows are. Everybody can notice the sound difference between the opening act and the headliner. And you know what? If you maybe if they just tried harder, write better songs, they'll get a real headlining gig themselves.
Yeah.
So.
This is what Sean wrote. I think it was on his Facebook page. This clip is from Rio. Even though we found the show happened in Rio. I think it was Rock in Rio. Even though we found out much later that we got extremely limited by Avenged Sevenfold, that means that hardly any sound can get out of the PA to the audience. It's a bullshit move. Check out the audience. They loved it. They loved it. The rest of it is fabricated crap. Like, and what I like about what Neil Sean is doing is he's going to bat. He's defending his bandmate. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck you all. Like, anyone who's talking shit, fuck you. And Arnell's just not used to it because he like kills it all the time. And that's a lot of wear and tear on the vocal cords singing in a band like Journey. Like, they don't, I'm not sure. I'm sure they downtune maybe a step, but that's still fucking hard. Like, singing Open Arms every night.
Yeah.
And then,
dude.
like, Separate Ways. Like, a lot of their songs are very high register.
Yep.
So,
dude, what a wild situation. And then to say Avenged Sevenfold like that and just dime them out or call them out like that is crazy.
It's like you said, their own sound guys have limited PAs before. Like, it's a thing. Like, anytime Journey goes out on a tour, they're bringing their own PA, like on a real tour. And all the sound people for the openers know, like, you're not getting the full PA system.
It's supposed to sound massive when the headliner kicks in.
Right. And it'll like progressively get louder if there's like, especially like some of these tours that have like co-headliners, like they'll progressively get louder. Like if you were at the recent Limp Bizkit tour, Corey Feldman was not as loud as Limp Bizkit was.
That's all Limp Bizkit's fault, dude. They were trying to squash Corey Feldman.
They were intimidated by Corey Feldman.
Yeah, so they're intentionally trying to shut him down by barely letting any sound out of the PA.
Dude, me and Tony, that was in Hairbangers with me, we love Corey Feldman.
Bro, hang on. All right. All right. Pause.
Okay.
Corey Feldman. Is it a character? Is he an act? Is he that weird? What is Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman.
I see all of his videos about him not knowing when the song is starting on stage. This weird dances, weird guitar solos that maybe aren't real guitar solos. What's happening? Is he legit?
That's him? Like,
no.
He's just, I swear to God, like, even when I started listening to Corey Feldman in like 2014, 2015. And there's one song that I just love to death. It's called Ascension Millennium.
Oh, is this your Get Wrecked? Is this official? This is Get Wrecked?
No. It's really, and like the video is really cool. The song isn't by any means like a masterpiece, but
what year is this from?
Ascension Millennium is.
How long has this guy been doing this?
Oh, dude, since the fucking 80s. Like, there's videos of him dancing and doing all this shit, like ripping off Michael Jackson since the fucking 80s. Since the 80s. So this is nothing new. It's just, like, God love him, he keeps fucking touring.
I've only found out about him within, like, the last 5 or so years.
Oh, dude, Hold on a second.
But I could never tell if it's like a bit, if it's playing a character, like this weird character thing he does. I can't tell if it's legit real and he's just that strange.
He is that fucking strange. Wait, is this? Corey Feldman on Howard Stern. That's like a funny one. Oh my God.
We didn't plan on talking about Corey Feldman, but I'm glad we got here.
Oh, absolutely. Like Corey Feldman music video.
I'm the comeback king.
Comeback king. I ain't missing nothing. Like, you know what really sucks? One thing that I told Tony, we were talking, I'm like, dude, I want Kenny to book Corey Feldman, but I want him to let us be his backing band. Because his backing band, the drummer's decent right now, but everyone else is fucking dog shit.
No,
like,
they're a joke, yeah.
If he had a real good backing band behind him, I think it would be amazing. I'm going to do something just to prove to you that this goes back. I think this video is probably from the late 80s or early 90s. Present. Share screen. Share. Okay.
Please welcome our very charming guest host, Mr. Corey Feldman, ladies and gentlemen. Corey!
Woo! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start the show off tonight a bit differently than usual. What I'm going to do is I'm going to world premiere my song that I just finished writing and producing with Michael Damian. Something's going on. I know it's something strong.
Okay.
All right.
So that proves to you that this has been going on for a while. And he's put out a bunch of albums. He tours, like I think the last time he was around, he was at like Brower House. He's played the Vixen, dude.
Oh my God. What?
Yes.
I mean, he dances with the confidence of someone who's a great dancer.
Yes.
He's not a great dancer, but that's why I can't tell if it's a bit, but it's not a bit.
I don't think it's a bit. And I think that's part, like, I think Fred Durst is a genius for putting him on this tour. And it's entertaining to watch. It, like, totally is entertaining. And I follow him on Instagram. His fucking Instagram stories are some of the most unhinged shit that I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
It's so good though. Like, but he talks to his band like they're a bunch of assholes, and he acts like he's this big fucking like rock star.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some stuff. Essentially, hold on a second.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting in there. Let's dive in.
I want you to see a little bit of Ascension Millennium. We'll get to like a chorus, because.
By the way, he's a weird guy, but you know whose name never pops up in these crazy Hollywood stories?
Corey Feldman. And do you want to know something? Do you want to know something? Corey Feldman has been talking about this shit and how children in Hollywood have gotten abused. He's been talking about this since the fucking 90s.
Dude,
to his fucking credit, dude, like he's been saying there's some real fucked up shit that fucking happens.
Yeah, so he's like looking at everybody like, I'm the weird one?
Yeah. Do you think that this is weird?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh shit. Nice pre-chorus. Okay. I think that's a jam. One weird. This is a very weird thing about Corey Feldman. He had this thing like called like Corey Feldman's like Angel University thing. All the girls that are dressed like scantily, and his band used to be all chicks, and they were called the Angels. And he lived with like 4 of these fucking chicks, and he was very controlling over them.
Okay,
Apparently,
weird guy. All right.
Apparently, they were like willing to do this, and it might have been like a kink. I don't know, but nobody
willing to do it because the guy is making a lot of money and has power over them, and maybe some influence that should have. Well,
right.
We don't know. We don't know.
But nobody has come out like filing anything against Corey Feldman. It's just some weird shit. Like the Playboy Mansion. There's fucking playmates everywhere, and Hef has 3 girlfriends, and it's nobody bats an eye at it. Like it's kind. I don't know enough about it, but I do know that song fucking jams.
That song was a jam, and that video had some production to it that was pretty sweet,
dude. And
what year was that?
Ascension Millennium is. Oh, it's 10 years old. So, 2014.
Okay.
1.8 million views. Billion views is what I almost said. But it's cool. Like there's like Sean Astin, who's also in the Goonies, makes an appearance. He's also in Lord of the Rings and all that shit. He was Rudy. But it's one complete shot, and like
that's what I was gonna say. That's really cool.
And like they go down by the pool, and then there's like a live performance part, and then there's like a CG part. It really is cool. Like that's the coolest shit that he's put out. All the other stuff is to me not as good. That song I fucking love.
Yeah, that's interesting. He's a strange cat, but
he is a strange cat. But when you look at it, he's been a star. He was a child star. So like all going back to all of this shit and why Hollywood is so fucked. Like these child stars. Like there was that thing about the Nickelodeon documentary that was out. However long ago. Like, and these kids are fucked up. Like you look at like your Samantha Bynes, and you look at like your Lindsay Lohan's, which like Lindsay Lohan's seems like she's recovered.
Aaron Carter,
like dude,
the list goes on and on. Yeah,
on and on and on. Justin Bieber, like I watched this. It was a Zane Lowe interview. I love Zane Lowe.
Yeah.
He does the best interviews. And he did one with Justin Bieber, and Bieber is like, and his wife, I think Haley, was there with him, but she was like off camera, but he was like really, he's struggling with shit, and, but that's what happens to these. Imagine that, like, you don't have like a normal childhood, and you're like abused by people that you think are there to help you.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up, and that shit happens all the fucking time. I mean, I've heard it, to equate this to like cover bands. I've heard like girls wanting to get into the cover band scene, and guys in the cover band scene being fucking creepy with them. Like, oh yeah, I'll help you out. Like,
yeah, but that's like every business everywhere.
Every business all over the place. But it's
men,
just like
men with power.
What
are you gonna? Crazy.
It sucks, but I think that's why Corey Feldman's so out there. But if he wasn't so out there, like he does those guitar solos, and like he thinks that he's killing it.
I know.
He thinks he's killing it, but I'm sure it's part of the bit. I'm sure like Fred Durst, because during one of the Limp Bizkit shows when they were opening, when Corey Feldman was opening, Fred Durst pulled out a chair and sat in front of Corey Feldman while he was doing the solo.
I have to make sure this is legit. Yeah.
And it was great market. Like Fred Durst is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Plus Limp Bizkit is fucking killing it.
You see that video where he comes out dressed as the old man?
Mm-hmm.
You guys may not know this, but we are Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. And they
get the fuck up,
dude.
Fucking crazy.
I've always been a fan of Limp Bizkit, and me and Kenny talk about it all the time. Like, find videos of Limp or whatever. Because Limp, the Metallica tour next year, Limp Bizkit is going to be one of the openers.
That's gonna be fucking cool, man.
They
Just
are
to witness that.
like, say what you will, all you musicians who hate on Limp Bizkit. That band is fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like,
They're so creative. Their writing is just what nobody thinks of music in that way.
no,
Like them.
no. Sam Rivers on bass, one of the best bass players ever. John Otto on drums, one of the best drummers. Wes Borland on guitar. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You can't say anything bad about that motherfucker.
Right.
And then Fred Durst just does what he does over it. Can it be called cheesy? Who cares?
Right.
It's fucking good, and they're still good.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing fucking amphitheaters. Like, they're
Yep.
headlining amphitheaters on their own, selling that shit out.
Yeah, they became monsters.
Yeah.
They when Nookie was out, they were huge then, right? Like
Yes,
they blew
they
up
were
right
massive.
away off that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I that's one of my favorite albums ever.
Significant Other.
Yeah.
That artwork is crazy too. I love
it's
that.
so good.
Yeah.
Like,
They're just all around
they're great.
creative dudes.
And the fact that they were all able to get over all their bullshit and go back out and do another tour. I think they put out new shit too.
I loved their last album. I never really listened to them much, but the last album that came out, most recent one, I was like, I'm gonna listen to it front to back. It's a really good album.
Yeah. And
It's a good album.
Fred Durst is for some reason, like, my desk keeps shaking. I don't know why. That's why there's not an earthquake going on here.
No.
But like, he is a fucking genius businessman. Like, he's the one he signed Stained. He signed Puddle of Mud.
That's
like,
right. No shit.
Cold. All these bands, like, he did a lot for other artists too. And I mean, he's doing a lot now for Corey Feldman, but he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
People are going to get there earlier because they want to see the Corey Feldman experience.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. Any, like, the crazy, like, Corey Feldman is if you look up, like, confidence or delusion in the dictionary, it's a picture of Corey Feldman. Because he just doesn't fucking care what anybody else thinks. He's going to do what he wants to do. And as an artist, you can't hate on that.
Yeah, right.
You fucking can't. Like, he's making a living doing it. Yes, he's got mechanicals from the shit that he did in the fucking 80s and the 90s, acting-wise. But, like...
But he's doing
touring. They're touring. If Corey Feldman wanted me to be in his band, I would fucking do it.
Bro, imagine that phone call.
I'd be like...
And the thing is, it's not unplausible. That could happen.
It's not implausible.
That
was actually one of the things where when me and Maury were talking, he's like, dude, I'd love to do that. I'd love to be his backing band at Bourbon. He's like, but I would probably suck because I would just keep asking him questions about the movie The Burbs. But it's good. I like Ascension Millennium. I fucking love it.
Is that an album or just the single?
No, that's off of...
Yeah, what album is that off of?
I don't even fucking know. The album, it's called Angelic 2, the number 2, The Core.
Oh,
Angelic to the Core.
All right, I'm into it.
It's not going to be my I'm not going to feature this at the end of the show. I'm not going to.
Should we head over there? Should we take a trip right now down to a little place we like to call?
Are we done shit talking? I think we're done shit talking.
I guess we could wrap up.
We could wrap it up. One thing.
That's what she said.
One thing that you should always do at a Diddy party.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what
I guess you could wrap it up.
Hey, that's what she said. Jim?
Let me pull this up. Where the fuck is it at? Here we go. You ready? I got to get myself prepped here to do this properly.
We're taking a trip. Why don't you take a deep breath, breathe it all in, embrace the moment.
make sure I had the right reverb.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Welcome to Get Wrecked with Mike and Tony on the Cover Story Podcast.
Ooh. All right, Get Wrecked. This is a segment we like to close out our podcast with. It's a little something to remember us by, a little something to hold on to, a little something that'll keep you warm.
Yes.
Ooh, keep you warm in the long, cold, lonely night. Shania Twain. This is we our recommendation, something to remember us by and hold on to until next Wednesday when we return. But we recommend something for you to check out. Tony, you want to go first here?
I don't like going first.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll go first. This is a band. I'm going with a band from Iceland.
Ooh.
They are called, if I'm saying it correctly, the band name is completely capitalized, but I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Kaleo. I think it's Kaleo. Kaleo. All capitalized. I got to send you a playlist, dude. This band, Rosie showed them to me. There's this video they shot on a fucking volcano, but they are fucking awesome. They're total vibey, good fucking shit. They're rock and roll, bluesy, fucking little country element, fucking crazy cool vibe shit. Listen to that first song. Dude, they're big. They played Lala. I was like, what the fuck?
13.5 million monthly listeners. One of their songs has 1.2 billion plays.
Yeah, they're awesome. I'd never heard of them before, and I was like, how have I never heard of these guys before?
Yeah.
But you listen to that song, Way Down We Go, dark fucking vibes. It's great. Listen to Lonely Cowboy, Hot Blood. Hot Blood is a song that feels like something Lala could do. I don't know if it has enough heat behind it, but it's a good fucking song. Save Yourself. I'll send you a playlist too.
Yes.
Listen to the band Kaleo from Iceland. They're fucking badass. Check them out. That's my Get Wrecked. Go get wrecked to Kaleo.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally going to put that on my Alexa when I'm done with this.
Oh, hell yeah.
I need some jams around the house.
Yes, sir.
So my Get Wrecked, well, let me give you a round of applause for Kaleo. I was shocked when I'm like, holy shit, they have a song that has 1.2 billion fucking plays.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Same thing here, and I was like, how the fuck have I never heard of this song?
Where did
band?
Rosie hear of them from?
I don't fucking know. I have no idea where she found these guys.
Ooh, I just saw that you sent me the Spotify.
Yes,
perfect.
Just sent you. Yeah, cool.
Sweet. So,
you know what? When we post this, what we should do, put like a link to the Rex, the Get Rex, whatever we recommend in the comments.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. So maybe we will, maybe we won't. Maybe check it out. Maybe you don't.
Maybe don't be lazy and look it up your fucking selves. Or maybe we'll do it for you.
Maybe we'll do you a favor. Maybe we'll be kind. Maybe it'll keep you warm in the long, cold, lonely night. That don't impress me much. not whatever. Next time. Let's go, girls.
Let's go, girls. So
shout out Shania Twain. She's welcome on the podcast anytime.
Dude, one of my favorite. Have you ever seen the meme where it's like a guy, like when the guy's in the bathroom and all of a sudden he hears, "Let's go, girls," and he like kicks the fucking stall door open?
Yeah.
Anytime we do that song with Country Night, I always do the kick and nobody gets the joke. I still do the kick though. I'm like,
you have
fuck
to
it.
I'm
doing the kick. So my Get Wrecked is also a musical selection.
Oh, here we go.
It is a full album. The album came out in 2022. It was produced and I believe co-written by Trent Reznor.
Oh,
from Nine Inch Nails.
You had my curiosity, and now you've got my attention.
The artist is Halsey, very popular artist.
Oh, I know the album. This is a great fucking album.
Yep. The album is If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power.
Bro, we listened to this album when we were on our honeymoon, I believe.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, we were like driving to the Grand Canyon from wherever the fuck we were staying, Sedona to the Grand Canyon, and we were listening to that full album on our drive. We were like, this album's fucking awesome, and you could totally hear Trent. Sorry to interrupt your get wrecked.
No. And dude, it's the perfect album to listen to on a desert drive like that.
Yep. It was total vibe for it. It was great.
Holy shit. It is so good, and the songs are amazing, and you can hear Trent's influence.
Yeah.
Because we all know Halsey, like the big hit songs, the Halsey songs.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted Trent Reznor to produce this. And by no means was this like a hit album. I don't think they had a fucking hit single off of it. And I don't think she gave a fuck.
Right.
But it is so goddamn good.
Yeah, it's a vibe for sure.
Oh, it's total vibe. Total vibe. I posted a song from it once. Like, I was like, you know how I am. If I come across something awesome, I'm like, I can't shut up about it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, yeah, I guess it's okay. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, well, she can't. I'm not a huge fan of her voice. And then I played that there's like an acoustic-y song on that album, and I'm like, listen to her sing this.
Yeah.
How can you not be a fan of her voice? And this was coming from like singers. I'm like, she's fucking good, dude. But it's got like poppier stuff, and then it's got darker, like depressing stuff, but still in a beautiful way because Trent Reznor produced it.
Yep.
Oh,
that's such a good get wrecked. Oh my god.
It's got like the 9 Inch Nails like piano hits.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like it's so good.
Little subtle stabs of darkness that come in and just
but he can be dark in such a beautiful way. Like like The Cure. Like, it's depressing, but it doesn't make you feel depressed. It makes you feel like happy sad.
Happy to be depressed.
There'd be no emo without Trent Reznor. Like, Trent Reznor.
Hot take.
Very hot take.
Slide this little controversial thing right in there. Yeah, totally. But you're not wrong.
Totally. 100%.
I'm into that. I like that. And if you disagree, leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, we can have a debate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Let's see. What are we gonna do for the final song tonight? I know what we're gonna do. I was actually listening to this album when you signed on.
Oh, yes.
Ready? We can kind of talk over the beginning part a little bit.
I suppose we can. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you all for watching.
We love you all. My name is Mike. That's been T-Bone, Tony fucking Martino. He switched over to Posh recently. I didn't know he did that, but I learned that. I have two from Ryan.
I have two of the Poshas right here.
Ryan educated me on that on one of the episodes of the podcast, and it's
did.
very cool. Posh Spice. Shout out Spice Girls. Hey, T-Bone, pause it. Pause that shit.
Yep.
One thing I want to slide in there, you'll never unhear, is Jared Leto is Bono from U2. You can never unhear how similar. It's just Bono singing. It's insane. You'll never unhear it.
U2 is one of their biggest influences. And all of this is staying in the podcast.
Yeah, so it has to.
That song that we started and we will continue is sung by 30 Seconds to Mars, called Kings and Queens, and the singer is Jared Leto. But you are 100% right. Even a lot of the guitar shit he writes.
Total U2. Edge. He sounds so Bono. It's wild.
Everyone pay attention now. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button.
Oh no.
Desperate and broken. The sound of a fight. Father has spoken.
Yeah, that background vocal.
That's Bono.
And here it comes again.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Thank you all for
Peace
watching.
out, everybody.
We love you all. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube for notifications. We will see you on Wednesday next week. Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Listen.